Hello, welcome back to my channel. Go ahead and hit a like and subscribe to the channel. It is your girl, I go by Jay, and you are here because you would like to know the 9 things that I stopped wasting my money on. Okay, and again, no tea, no shade. This is a free judgment zone. Okay, and on top of that, just make sure you comment down below if you did any of the 9 things that I did. And this is just 9 things off the top of my head, but I did write me some notes because my list goes on and on and on. And I'm just going to go on the record and say, I don't think it's me being cheap. Maybe conservative and a little bit more thought process into it. And so we're going to just jump right in. Number one, I stopped getting pedicure and nails, right? I used to always go and get my nails did. And I think coming out of COVID is when I decided that, you know what? I don't want to pay those prices anymore because the prices seem to get ridiculous to me. And so during COVID, I ordered all of the equipment, the UV light and all, and the drill and all that stuff like that to kind of do my toes because back in the day, I used to, when before we had gel polish, okay, I always thought like we went in and got regular polish and it worked for us. So, anywho, I recently, maybe a few months ago, found a really good polish. Um, I'm going to gatekeep that one, okay? Because I'm not ready to let y'all know yet. But it is fabulous. And I'll probably do another video and let y'all know what the polish is, but not right now. And when I started saving money from getting my nails and my toes done, I can really see that money, right? I spoke with my friend maybe a few days ago and she was saying she went to get her nails and toes done. And she was like, I paid like $70. And I was like, oh, girl, like I do not miss that at all. The main reason why I started getting my nails done is because a few years back, maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, I was administrative secretary, and I just felt like typing and telling people sign right here, sign right here. Nails needed to be on point, and so that was the main reason of me getting my nails done. But anywho, I do my toes now. I groom and drink water and mind my business, and my nails grow just fine, right? Number two was really important to me. I stopped buying coffee and refresher drinks from, in particular, Starbucks. Okay. Let's talk about it. Listen to me. I've been there. I think what really deterred me was it wasn't that I couldn't afford it. I think just in the mornings, the line is always wrapped around the building, right? And so I would just get like, oh my God, the line is moving too slow. I'm going to be late for work. Even when I try to plan ahead, order ahead, it was just always something. The problem about ordering coffee in the morning, it's hot. And so when you're getting your coffee from the window, you can't necessarily like taste your coffee to see if they added that extra pump or added your cold foam or whipped cream and drizzle and all of the extra things that you order with it. And so it would be a hit and miss for me. Sometimes I would, get to work and be able to sip just a little bit, and it's kind of like, oh, I gotta add something else to it. So by me purchasing the things that I needed, K-cups, whipped cream, caramel or caramel, whichever one you want to say, drizzle, and cane sugar, and making my own coffee in the morning. I even went to the extent where I ordered the disposable coffee cups offline, Amazon, maybe like 50 count. Because I'm just one of those people, I don't bring a mug back home and forth. Like, just like Starbucks, you drink your coffee, you throw it away. I just wanted to be able to have the same feel. And once I started doing that, because I was estimating I was at least getting coffee from Starbucks, I would say three or four times. I don't know, 5 day work week, Monday through Friday, right? And if we're doing the math, um, let's say $5 for a coffee. Let's just put it at $5, all right? I know it's a little bit more, but $5 a coffee times three times, that's $15. If we want to times it by four, then that's carried it to that's $60, and that was for the month just for coffee. Okay. Then because I started making my own refreshers and just going online and finding out what was the copycats for the strawberry lemonade refresher. That was really the main one that I was ordering. And one day I went in there and saw that they was making the thing with water. I think that really rubbed me the wrong way. But again, that was stuff you learn like, well, can I have it with lemonade? Can I have it with this? Whatever. And so when I started making my own coffee and refreshers at home, I could see where I saved a good bit of money for the week as well on that. Then number 3, I started fixing my breakfast at home because I was most likely getting coffee and breakfast, right? And so now the cost is more than $5. Let's just put it at an average of $15. And again, let's say if we go on $15 per day, and that is just drinking coffee and breakfast, right? And if we do 5 days a week, with 15 times your five carrier, 2, 6, $75 a week times 4, $300 for the month. And that was just on breakfast and coffee. And so what I started doing was making my own breakfast in the morning and making my own coffee. Therefore, I enjoyed my coffee and I enjoyed what my breakfast was, whether it was oatmeal, scrambled egg, bagel, maybe a little bit of toast. Because the thing about breakfast, and again, I just did not like, I got to a point where I did not like processed breakfast, right? Again, no tea, no shade. Don't come for me, okay? But I got to a point where I did not like processed breakfast, because on the weekend, me and my husband, we eat breakfast like grits, eggs, bacon, biscuits, and everything. So when I did those 3 things, I could see the difference in savings, right? Right off of the bat. And we got 6 more things to go to, okay? So number 4, I started cooking dinner during the week, right? That was a struggle for me. What I realized is that I did not like cooking earlier in the day. And when I mean that, maybe like around 5, 6, 7 o'clock when people normally eat dinner. I did not like having to come in and get right to cooking. And so it wasn't until, because I'm a night out right now, I think I left my phone in the room, but right now I think it's maybe a little after 9 o'clock while I am recording this, and my husband is asleep. He is a morning person, not me too much, but I am a night owl. It does not matter if I did not take a nap, if I'm taking caffeine out of my diet, I am up regardless, okay? So if you need somebody to chit chat with me, I'm your person. Go ahead and hit a like and subscribe to the channel, because my ass is always up. Anywho, and so what I started doing is I would cook dinner. Wait. I would cook dinner around 8:30, 9 o'clock, right? And it allowed for me to make and prep dinner for the next day, and also for us to have lunch to take to work. And not just no sandwich and crackers and stuff like like lunch. Just yesterday we had chicken breast, rice, lima beans, like lunch. And it will help me out, because then if I'm running behind from work, I can go ahead and tell my husband, you can go ahead and get XYZ out the refrigerator because that's for dinner, for lunch, and it just worked for me. If you guys need any pointers in that, because I know it can be a lot and it can get a little bit overwhelming, um, but that helped me out during the week. And I guess you all will say maybe meal prep in a sense, but I would say maybe meal and dinner prep. I don't know, but it works for me, and I'm okay with it, right? All right, so 5, my gym membership. And this might not work for everybody, but my job participates in like the fitness reimbursement program, where if we go to the gym at least 8 times out of a month, and they do it on a 6-month rotation, right? January to June, July to December. And we have to prove that we went to the gym 8 times in the month, right? That is the requirements. And then we have to turn in our pay, what we paid monthly, and also our logins that shows that we've been at least 8 times. My job reimburses me for my membership. So it appears that I am just going to the gym for free or on my job. So why not take advantage of it, right? Because I was going to the gym anyway, and I was not participating in the reimbursement program. And I had to say, listen, I can get my yearly membership fee back and what I pay monthly for Planet Fitness. So that was a plus for me too. I mean, it wasn't a huge savings, but it wasn't anything out of my pocket, right? So that was another area for me to be able to save some coins. All right. 6. This is a big one. I stopped shopping to just be shopping. Okay? Let me say that one more time. I stopped shopping to just be shopping. What I realized is that now I'm trying to become a minimalist, right? And it's taking me a little time, but I'm going to get there. What I realized is that I had clothes, and weeks would go by, months would go by. Now the season is gone, and I can't wear it because now I can't be out in the fall or the winter with a romper and the stomach part cut out with the boobage, the under boob hanging out. So I am waiting a whole nother year. And I'm speaking facts, baby, because I still have that romper that I have not put that on yet. Okay? And right now the weather is doing something crazy, which is always, it's already getting a little cool. Anywho, so what I like to call now is I shop for the occasion. When I know that I am going somewhere and I really need to purchase a piece to go with a piece that I already have, that's pretty much how I'm shopping these days. And the running joke with between me and my husband is I'm getting dressed out the closet, right? Because it's stuff in there, but we look around and we be the first thing is I don't got nothing to wear. And that's me all the time. And me and one of my good friends is kind of like the order is here, okay? But anywho, I stopped shopping just to shop. And that was another thing in regards to tennis shoes. Tennis shoes galore. And then I started having problems with my foot. And then I had to just go for comfort instead of style, baby. And so when I started purchasing comfort, Brooks and OCs and, you know, the comfortable shoes to wear, now all of my Air Max and my Adidas and my Blazers, and I'm looking at them like, oh. And so, right. So I stopped shopping to just be shopping. Now, every now and then, I do still treat myself when I can catch a nice sale on some Adidas and stuff like that, because you know when me and my husband are hanging out or we're traveling, it's kind of more of a leggings, Adidas, Nike sweatshirt. If you watch some of my video, that's normally my style now uh, on the weekend, right? Comfort. Okay, number 7, guys. Number 7. I stopped taking bottled water to the gym. I don't know why it took me so long to kind of grasp this idea until I was in a gym one day and I really started kind of like tuning in and looking around the gym, and people had their water bottles. While I'm speaking, my husband has his right here on the table. Y'all don't know how much cases of water I've been telling my husband, I need another case of water. I need another case of water. And I go to the gym at least 4 times out of the week. On a good week, maybe 5, right? I was just going through water, and that's just for the gym, going to the gym in the morning, until it thought to me like, girl, take your water jug container and refill it at the gym. What is wrong with you? I just don't know why that took me so long to figure out, because I even like to use bottled water when I'm making coffee in my Keurig. So I have to have bottled water for that when I was going to the gym, and then I take 2 bottles when I go to work with me. And then even at nighttime, my husband was filling up his other jug that he has at the house with ice and cold water. And I'm like, bring your bottled water. And I know some of y'all are going to be like, oh, I can't drink faucet water or whatever the case. To each his own, right? If you have a filter, however it may be, I'm telling you what clicked for me, okay? And that's one of the things that clicked for me. Number 8, I stopped paying for lawn service. No tea, no shade to any of the lawn maintenance that may be watching this, but it just was getting ridiculous. It was getting ridiculous, like them prices for your nails and your toes and everything like that. It was just getting way too ridiculous for me, right? And I don't know if, I think when, my opinion, y'all, I think when people come in certain neighborhoods and maybe what you drive, I think a lot of people price you on what they see. And I just feel like, price me on continuous business, okay? So I stopped paying for lawn service quite some time ago. I do my own lawn and I enjoy it quite much, right? I've recently went to a battery operated lawnmower. Love it. Don't know why I thought about it earlier, because a gas lawnmower, you know, throughout the winter, whatever, when it comes back, you got to, if it still had old gas in it, and trying to throw my arm out the socket trying to crank it up. So I went to a battery operated lawnmower. Love it. The same thing with my power tools, my edger, my blower. Love it. And it saves me money, because during the summer the grass grows so fast. You can have your lawn maintained and it rains, and for somewhere it's mushrooms and everything else growing out the damn grass. So that was another way that I kind of snipped some of my budget in half. And my last one, 9, kind of goes back to when I said cooking dinner. 9 is that I had a budget for the grocery store, right? My weekly budget for the grocery store is $80. That's it. It's $80. Sometimes when I am perusing around and got time, I go over my budget. I did that maybe 2 weeks ago, and I realized I wasted some food. And so with that being said, I have a plan of what I'm going to cook what I'm going to cook throughout the week, what we're going to eat for lunch, and that is how I shop on my budget for the week for the grocery store. So if we're going to make pizza at home, if we're going to have chicken breast, if we're going to eat salad, if we're going to have, I don't know, salmon, that is how I plan my meals. And I always stick to my budget. Okay? Now, there are some other areas which I have saved money in, and I may do another video, but those are the top 9 that really just kind of made a really big impact and allowed me to see. And now when I go and check my account, I don't see a lot of crazy swipes because I have a budget and things in place. I have a budget for everything. I've always had a budget for everything. My kids are kind of tell you like she's always had a budget for. I don't care what it is. I have a budget. If it's Halloween, it's a budget. You going back to school, it's a budget. It's just, I mean, that's just what it is. And so now, being able to see a little bit more money, then I'm able to enjoy it in other things like traveling. And with that being said, go ahead and check out some of my videos of me and Honey just traveling and having a good time. And we are excited about the big things that we have planned. But if you made it all the way through this video, I really do appreciate the love, and y'all know what type of time we on, right? I haven't made a video in so long. I don't even remember my outro. Y'all know what type of time we on until we chit chat again. Ciao.